one of the key goals of any breed association should be to meet the needs of your commercial customers. And in order to stay relevant in the beef industry and meet the needs of our commercial customers, we have to be sure that we're providing them with the most accurate and efficient selection tools possible. So as the industry has moved to the single-step method and more real-time, meaning weekly access to updated information, it's really important that the Gelbvieh breeds keep up with current standards. So as Gelbvieh breeders, you're currently used to getting new EPDs twice a year, and you're well acquainted with the data cutoff to have your data used in the evaluation biannually. Moving forward, the evaluation will happen once a week. There still is a data cutoff. The evaluation begins late Tuesday evening. That means that information received by close of business Monday, that's genomic test results, that's performance data that you may have submitted, will be included in that week's evaluation. If you miss that cutoff, don't expect to see your EPDs move or genomic information be included until the next week. So the good news is this all happens on a week-to-week basis. So you don't have to wait 6 months if you miss the data cutoff. However, there still is a data cutoff and it happens close of business Monday. The second thing to keep in mind is biannually, with the accumulation of data that can happen in 6 months, we see some pretty wild changes each time the new EPDs are released. One of the good benefits of moving to a weekly evaluation is you'll see more stability. There won't be those big changes from week to week unless you submit a genomic test or unless there's a large contemporary group of progeny data that comes in on a young bull. Otherwise, you should see very small and very incremental changes from week to week. So you may be asking, where are we? How soon? And the answer is we are talking weeks instead of months at this point. AGA and Digital Beef have been receiving full sets of EPDs each week for several weeks now. Digital Beef is feverishly working to make sure their programming and their automation process for uploading those new EPDs each week and making them available to you is flawless. AGA staff has been looking over those weekly results as well, making sure all the genotypes are included, making sure the parentage corrections that need to be made have been made. And when we are comfortable, we will release those results to the technical committee to take their look and give their stamp of approval, followed by the final thumbs up from the board of directors. And at that point, we will be ready to release the new single-step EPDs powered by Bolt. So clearly we expect to see some differences with the new method of EPDs. But if we didn't see any differences, you have to ask yourself, has all this time and effort and expense really been worth it? So we want to see some differences, otherwise we've wasted our time, we've wasted our money, we've wasted all of the attention that's gone to this. And we've been talking about it for a long time. And so you may be asking yourself, what is taking so long? And the simple answer to that is, this is a completely new method of computing EPDs. A completely new computer program was made to do it, but that was the easy part. When you work with a group the size of IGS, we have to have all the incoming and outgoing data flows programmed and automated. When you move to a weekly evaluation, there are things that we used to do manually with a person actually clicking the buttons and flipping the switches that now has to be very, very automated to be able to make the evaluation flow in the time frame required. So if you have questions going forward or any time, you are welcome to send me an email at any point. My email address is tanya@gelbvieh.org. When you send those messages, please include the registration number for your animal and also the specific EPD that you have a question about. Researching changes in EPDs does require me sometimes to dig into progeny and performance information, which isn't necessarily quick to do over the phone. So the easiest way to get your questions answered is to send me an email with your registration number and the EPD you have a question about.